Welcome back to the Morning Blend. It's a very sad fact that 22 men and women who fought for our country commit suicide every single day. That is one person every 65 minutes. There's a powerful new documentary that's called That Which I Love Destroys Me, which shines a light on post-traumatic stress disorder and the very critical need for additional support for veterans who are affected by it. And joining us now are two veterans who are featured in this film. It's Jayson Floyd and Tyler Gray. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning, Molly.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Appreciate you guys joining us. First of all, just your reaction to that statistic.
It is a sad statistic, but the best part about it is it can be changed, and that's what we're focusing on.
Jayson, let's start with you. You were in U.S. Special Operations. You were a sergeant in the U.S. Army's elite 75th Ranger Regiment. You served honorably in Afghanistan. I was reading that after you returned home, you were executive protection as a bodyguard for a lot of Hollywood's elite actors and people there. What was your life like post-Afghanistan and trying to get back to regular life, as they say?
Well, that's a big question. It was a long, from getting out to where I'm at now was a long myriad of events, but it was turbulent. And the point of this documentary is to make it not as turbulent for everyone else, to make sure that transition is a lot smoother.
Jayson, how did it affect your relationships?
Deeply. The first thing that I did, which most veterans do, is I started isolating myself and dealing on all of these issues purely by myself. I did what most veterans do, and it's to try to not put that pain or that pressure on anyone else. If you can take care of yourself, try to do that. And the one thing that we try talking about and exposing with this documentary is that the only way to get better is to admit that you have a problem and actually ask for help. And so it affected my relationships deeply, but after going through the experiences of healing and getting better, my relationships are actually stronger than ever now.
Jayson and Tyler, did either one of you start to abuse alcohol or drugs as a result of your experience?
Yeah, I mean, so for personally, you know, I had dozens of surgeries from my injury. Drug-wise, I'd never done a single drug. I had not even, you know, done any drugs of any kind. I wouldn't even take aspirin for a headache prior to my injury. And then, you know, post-injury, I'm going through dozens of surgeries and on pretty much, you know, every kind of narcotic painkiller you can imagine. And I quit cold turkey after I got out of the hospital simply because I didn't know better, and I went through withdrawal syndromes and all these different things just because no one educated me as to, you know, what these medications were. So, and I think that's a common theme between that and, you know, self-medicating, whether it's alcohol or anything else. You have to be aware of what you're doing, and again, figure out that it's a problem, and then figure out how to solve it.
You guys are really incredible. Tyler, I know you were a sniper, and then the rest of your career at Fort Bragg as an assaulter, which is incredible. This film, I think, is very important. We're going to tell people how to watch it for free. Thanks for sharing your story in this film and for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much, Molly.
Really appreciate it. And here's the information so that you can watch this again for free during the month of March. It is available again if you visit this website. It's takepart.com/vets. Again, takepart.com/vets. And in it, you'll see the personal stories of both Jayson Floyd, who we just talked to, as well as Tyler Gray, their personal stories and others, putting the spotlight on PTSD. So be sure to check that out for free this month.